All right, I'm at a supercar show surrounded by millions of dollars worth of cars, but today I'm taking on a challenge, finding the best supercar here. Not the most expensive, not the loudest, but the best overall. Let's see if that exists. To keep things simple and to be fair, I'm gonna be judging every car on three things: looks, performance, and real-world drivability. Each car gets a score out of 10, and at the end, we're going to rate them and crown the winner. All right, first up, we got the Lamborghini. The looks, visually, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Lamborghini is just known for their awesome look of their car. The performance is insane, all right? We all know the Lamborghini does performance-wise. We all know and are familiar with the brand Lamborghini. I'm gonna give the performance a 9.5 because as much as Lamborghinis are great performing vehicles, I've seen and have been around McLarens, and those just get a higher rating in my opinion on performance. Again, looks 10, performance 9.5. For the real world factor, we're gonna give it a 6. Again, as awesome as Lamborghinis are, their real world factor is very difficult. They're a very low riding car, and it's not easy to drive these everywhere, especially if you're in the mountains or in different terrain. So we're gonna give Lamborghini a 25.5 out of 30 for their rating. Let's go find some other cars. You can't do a supercar challenge without two cars, Lamborghinis and Ferraris. Our next one we're going to be breaking down is a Ferrari. Right here, we've got the Ferrari. Performance, we're probably gonna give it a 9, all right? Ferraris are known for their crazy exhausts. They purr like insane, and it's gonna get a 9 out of 10 on performance. Its looks, I mean, just look at that car. That's awesome. We're probably gonna give the Ferrari looks an 8 because in terms of looks, there are some nice ones, there are some not so nice ones in my opinion. And comparatively speaking, they're not all hitters across the board. Real world capabilities for Ferraris, I think, is a very high number. We're probably gonna give that a 9 out of 10. Ferraris you can drive around, you know, you can take them to dinner, you can go pick up your girlfriend, you can go to the movies in them. They're a very classy car, but in the end, you know, it's a Ferrari. So the Ferrari behind us gets a final score of 26 overall. Again, these are high performance vehicles. I'm not hating on any of them. They're all amazing in their own right, but we gotta do what we gotta do. 26 isn't a bad score, let's keep it moving. Next we got a classic Corvette. Looks on the Corvette, I mean, this one in particular is looking quite nice today. We're gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Look at these doors, man. Those are awesome. For performance, Corvettes, if you've ever driven in one, they are like a jet. As soon as you press down, it's zooming down. I'm also gonna give this, well, let's be fair. Okay, we're gonna give it an 8 out of 10 on performance. And real world capabilities for Corvette, don't sleep on Corvettes, all right? For real world capabilities, we're gonna give it also, all right, we'll give it an 8.5 out of 10 for real world capabilities today. So that gives Corvettes a 25.5 score. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we got at this car show today. All right, now we're going to rate old school classic cars. Now, performance-wise, obviously they're not gonna be as good as the ones that we've been rating, but I mean, just look at this thing. You have to admire it for what it is. Performance-wise, we're probably gonna give it a 7, but I mean, just by the looks of it, it gets a 10. Looks gets a 10. Performance 7, looks 10, has to be. It's a beautiful car. It's awesome. Look at that side profile. Now, it's real world drivability. We're probably gonna give this a 6, just because you're not gonna be taking this out all the time unless it's to a car show like this in Palm Beach. Anyways, still quite a gem. All right, the old school car gets a grand total of 23 out of 30. Really awesome stuff here. All right, as I was walking the show, we reached this beauty. It's kind of like a Mad Max style car. Performance-wise, I'm sure this thing drives like an absolute tank. We're gonna give it an 8 out of 10 performance. Looks, 10 out of 10. All right, real world capabilities though, we're gonna give it a 4. Just look at how low this thing is to the ground. Wait until I give you some close-ups of it and you'll understand why. The Mad Max car overall gets a 22 out of 30. Let's keep it pushing, guys. All right, next on our list is Mustangs. Mustangs, their performance, we're gonna give it a 7 out of 10. They're really cool cars. They really do perform well, but sometimes they don't perform at their highest ability compared to other supercars and other cars that are similar. Now, for real world drivability, we're gonna give the Mustang a 9 out of 10. Mustangs do really operate well in real world capabilities. That's why you see a lot of them on the road. For looks, we're gonna give it a 5 out of 10. I'm not that big of a fan of the boxcar look, and yeah, that's what we're gonna give the Mustang today. All right, so the final score for the Mustang is 21 out of 30. They're really awesome cars. I used to like them a lot as a kid. Now I just have a little bit more of an acquired taste, you could say. Awesome cars either way. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Let's keep it pushing. All right, we can't do a supercar video without the Porsche. Porsche is an awesome vehicle for performance. This Porsche in particular is a racing Porsche. We're gonna have to give it a 10 out of 10 on performance, guys. I think that might be the first 10 out of 10 performance there is. This is a racing Porsche, so that means its performance is gonna be top notch, top of the level, creme de la creme, and just how look that is. That's awesome. For looks, we're probably gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10. I'm not that big on the looks of a Porsche compared to a Lamborghini or a McLaren, but still nonetheless, it's classic Porsche physique. Really top tier, really awesome. For real world capabilities, this Porsche in particular is gonna get a 4 out of 10, all right? You're not gonna be seen with one of these on the road just because of the specs. It is a Porsche. Those are on the road a lot, but for this specific one we are rating, it's not real world capable and it has a low real world capability rating. Super sick car overall, something that you don't get to see a lot. Super glad that we got it in this video, guys. Let's keep it pushing. All right, guys, next on our list we have my personal favorite, the McLaren. If I'm gonna be completely honest, the looks of this thing gets a 10 out of 10. Again, we're rating supercars and seeing which one at this supercar show and this car show is the best. McLaren looks gets a 10 out of 10 for me. My personal favorite supercar, McLaren all the way. Performance-wise, this is getting a 9 out of 10. McLarens are insane, and real-world capabilities, you'd be surprised. Down here in South Florida, you do see a lot of McLarens. My friend just bought a McLaren. They're really fun, really awesome cars. Absolutely amazing. Real world capability of the McLaren gets a 10 out of 10. That brings our grand total to a 29 out of 30 in this McLaren, guys. My absolute favorite car. Just check this out. Again, I might be biased because McLarens are my favorite car, but hey, I think we found our winner to the best supercar ever. I mean, just look at the spec of this McLaren, guys. That thing is sick. I don't know why, I'm obsessed with McLarens recently. To me, they're the coolest car. That's it for the challenge. If you agree with my picks, drop a like on the video. If you don't, let me know why in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. There's no better way to finish off this video but with a piece of American history and American memorabilia. Check this out, guys. Look how awesome this car is. 1899 fully restored vehicle. Thanks for watching.